Hi guys, it's Bláithín and today is day 4 of the Clutter Free in 5 challenge. Today's focus is reading material or books. I'm interested about this one because on the face of it, I do not own a whole load of physical books. 5 years ago, when we did the KonMari method in the whole house, we got rid of a huge amount of books. And I largely switched over to Kindle with a couple of exceptions. I have an average sized cookbook collection, I'm gonna say. Maybe a little bit larger than average, but a lot of them are research books. I am writing a book on dinner parties and entertaining, so I consider them research and not an addiction. And I have a few kind of sentimental books or books that I revisit all of the time, and then a couple of my own books, obviously, and then James has a few and Indiana has loads. He loves storybooks. We love buying them for him, so I'm not going to touch those because we are actively using all of those. Obviously not all of the time, but the child's only 10 months old, so we've got some time to go before we need to be decluttering those. So I'm going to bring you around the 3 areas I largely keep all my books, and that is sort of downstairs in the kitchen and sitting room for my cookbooks, largely because I don't have one spot in the kitchen where they would all fit. In my bedroom on my nightstand, there are just the current ones I am reading. I'm currently reading 3 books. Obviously I alternate. And then in my office. So I think we will head to the office first because it's still pretty early in the morning here and James is actually in the shower and he will be headed into the office to start work very soon. Some of you are going to think I'm super weird. All my books, as you will see, are all turned around. Again, it's an aesthetic thing. So over here I have all my travel guides, which I know is a thing of the past, but I really like them. And honestly, because I'm so infrequently in my office right now, since retiring 3 years ago from my career, I don't really use my office a huge amount. Obviously right now, because of the pandemic, James works from home 3 days a week, and so he uses it all of the time, so it still goes to use. But I'm not in here using my reading materials all the time, so I honestly don't really remember what's up there. So that's why I say this challenge will be really interesting. I think in the interest of not being in James's way and being able to film, I'm going to take all of the books downstairs and put them on the kitchen table and go through them that way. I won't film that process because I'm sure in the next couple of minutes James is going to pop back into the office and he of course would have confidential information on his rather large screen system he's got going on over there. And so I will take everything down to the kitchen and go through it there. Yeah, excited, nervous. I kind of feel like, for those of you who will have watched Laura's video on this specific topic, the way she talks about books being friends. So I know a lot of these books here are like that for me for sentimental reasons, either the reason I bought them, who gave them to me, or how I came upon them. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I will also quickly show you the books on my nightstand, which will stay there because I'm reading those, and then my cookbook collection. So I've just scooted Google out of the way so I can show you my books. There's only 3. Joy at Work, which was actually a gift from Laura, and How to Be Good with Money, which is excellent. And this is when I just delve in and out of when I need it, my path to mindfulness. I bought this in Lidl, really good book. And this is my journal. So here we have the majority of my cookbooks that are in the kitchen. There's just a couple of others on the other side. I don't have one spot in here right now that holds all of my cookbooks. And so I will show you a few more that are in my sitting room, but in my new kitchen, which I will hopefully have by the end of the year, all things going well, we'll have a whole space for them. I am very, very excited. As I said, I feel like I don't have a huge amount. I did cull some of them. This is my personal recipe book, and these are just some recipe cards that I need to file from a meal delivery service that we use. And here are the last of them that are up here. They're not all technically cookbooks. As I said, I am writing a book on entertaining and dinner parties, so they're all kind of house entertaining, cookware related. I'll bring you inside and show you the rest now. So either side of my couch we have these little tables that we bought in IKEA. They both have shelves and they are both filled with cookbooks. So here is one selection, and here, this one's turned to the side, and there are actually a couple of non-cookbooks here as well that I was obviously reading recently and just got left here. So now I'm going to pull them all together on the kitchen table and start the declutter. The kitchen table is now laden down. Not as many as I thought there was going to be. But yeah, so a mixture of research, novels, travel, and cookbooks. Like I mentioned, I really don't expect to get rid of too many of the cookbooks, although I did notice a couple of duplicates, so obviously I will donate or pass those on. And I have noticed a couple of old sort of wedding books that I would have used in my company that I can pass on as well. The only books that are not here are my own, and what I mean by that is the books I have written. I just did not want to haul them all the way down because I'm going to keep them anyway. Who gets rid of their own books? So yeah, I'm going to prop you up and go through and give some of these a bit of a clean, more so than a declutter them out of the house. So I suppose I'm decluttering the dust. Too sure how much of that was actually good viewing quality, but I have decluttered a couple of books, and I found one book that this beautiful lady gave to me when I was in hospital on one of my pregnancies, and I was having a really rough time and she was in for a really rough reason, and she had started reading this book. Actually, she had been given this book by another patient, and so she asked me if she could pass it on to me and would I do likewise with somebody else who might need it in their life in their future. So I read the book. It was when I was pregnant on Sophia, and I've had the book now for about 2 years, and so I am going to hopefully find a suitable person to pass this book on to. I just thought it was such a wonderful, lovely thing to do. I will show you that book and the books I'm decluttering. This is my declutter pile. I either have duplicates, have finished reading it and no longer need it, or can pass these on because I simply don't need them anymore. So it's a small pile, but at least I decluttered something. And this is the book I spoke about, the book I was given in the hospital and asked to sort of pay it forward. So hopefully I can find a suitable person to pass this on. I am going to write a little note inside it, as the previous person did for me as well. Would you believe when I was putting the books back, I actually found or remembered a couple of more spots I had some books. Also looked at those, decluttered one of them, so that's one extra book to go off to the charity shop. But overall I'm pretty happy. I will insert a couple of quick pics of the after, but no major change. I have grouped the books a little bit better, especially the ones up in the office that are back to front, so all of the like sections are together. And it was great, again, just to refresh my memory about what I have, what I love. And I did actually find one book in the pile that I hadn't read yet, so I have added that to my nightstand. Guys, thank you so much for watching today, and do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my daily decluttering or my clutter free in 5 challenge videos in August. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.